What the success story of India's wealthiest woman teaches us. Savitri Jindal went from a small town girl with big dreams to becoming the richest woman in India. Discover how she turned personal tragedy into powerful leadership, building industries that shaped a nation and inspired millions. We'll uncover the powerful mindset and strategies that fueled her rise. Watch till the end to discover how you can apply these timeless lessons to your own personal journey. Before she became India's richest woman, Savitri was just a small town girl with big dreams. Her story begins in the quiet town of Tinsukia, Assam, where she was born into a modest family that valued hard work, integrity, and education. Growing up far from the bustle of India's industrial hubs, her early life was defined by simplicity and community. She wasn't surrounded by wealth or power, but she was deeply rooted in family traditions that emphasized humility, perseverance, and the belief that success must serve a larger purpose. Education played a key role in shaping her mindset. Though opportunities for women were limited at the time, she was known for her curiosity and eagerness to learn. Her early education wasn't just about academics. It was about learning the virtues of patience, empathy, and resilience from her parents and the people around her. Those lessons would become the foundation on which she built her extraordinary life. Her journey took a transformative turn when she married Prakash Jindal, a visionary entrepreneur who founded the Jindal Group, one of India's leading steel and power conglomerates. At first, her connection to the business world came through her husband's work. Was known for his forward-thinking ideas and his deep sense of social responsibility. She quietly observed his approach, how he treated employees like family, took bold risks with compassion, and viewed industry not just as a profit-making venture, but as a tool for nation building. In their marriage, she found not just a partner, but a mentor. She absorbed the principles that drove his success: discipline, ethical leadership, and an unshakable belief in the power of hard work. Yet, her role wasn't limited to the sidelines. Within the family, she was the emotional anchor, the silent strategist who understood that true growth begins with strong relationships and shared purpose. These family values became the invisible force guiding her future leadership. When tragedy struck with the untimely passing of she faced a defining moment. Many expected her to retreat from the spotlight, but instead, she stepped forward, guided not by ambition, but by the same values she had carried since her youth. The lessons from her humble beginnings, the importance of unity, compassion, and resilience became her greatest strength. From those early days in Tinsukia to the helm of one of India's largest business empires, Savitri's story reminds us of something profound. Great empires don't always start with big capital. They start with strong values. Her journey shows that vision without virtue is hollow, and that success rooted in integrity can outlast generations. Stick around, we're just getting started. As we explore her rise to the top, remember this: behind every great empire is not just a great idea, but a set of timeless principles that turn dreams into destiny. When tragedy struck, most expected Savitri to step back, but instead, she stepped forward and rewrote what leadership truly means. In 2005, the Jindal family faced a devastating loss. The visionary founder of the Jindal Group, died suddenly in a helicopter crash. Overnight, she, who had spent most of her life as a homemaker, found herself at a crossroads. She could retreat into grief, or she could honor her husband's legacy by carrying his dream forward. What happened next would become one of the most inspiring transformations in Indian business history. Until then, she had always been the quiet force behind her husband, deeply involved in family, community, and values, but never in the day-to-day operations of business. Yet when she took charge, she didn't do it with noise or authority. She did it with grace, clarity, and an unshakable sense of purpose. Stepping into the role of chairperson of the Jindal Group, she inherited a vast empire spanning steel, power, cement, and infrastructure, sectors that demanded not just business acumen, but resilience and vision. Many doubted whether a woman who had never officially led a company could manage such a massive industrial network. But she proved them wrong, not through bold statements, but through quiet, consistent leadership. Her strength lay in her ability to listen, delegate, and trust. She didn't try to be her husband, she led in her own way. She empowered her 4 sons, Prithviraj, Sajan, Ratan, and Naveen, to take charge of different divisions within the group, ensuring that the company remained united but efficiently managed. This strategic delegation allowed the Jindal Group to continue expanding while staying true to its founder's vision. Under her watchful guidance, the group diversified, innovated, and grew stronger. She maintained the delicate balance between tradition and transformation, preserving the values her husband had instilled while adapting to a rapidly changing global market. Her leadership wasn't loud or flashy, it was steady and deeply human. She believed leadership was not about control, but about trust, continuity, and responsibility. Beyond business, she also carried forward her husband's legacy of social development through education initiatives, women's empowerment programs, and community upliftment. She showed that leadership extends beyond boardrooms. It lives in how one impacts lives. Her journey from homemaker to industry leader shattered stereotypes and inspired countless women across India. It proved that leadership isn't defined by prior experience or titles. It's defined by one's ability to rise when the world expects you to fall. That's the value Savitri embodies. Leadership is not about loud decisions. It's about vision, resilience, and responsibility. She led not with dominance, but with direction. She showed that strength can be silent, and that true leaders don't just manage empires, they nurture them. From a homemaker to the head of a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, her transformation remains a testament to what happens when courage meets conviction. Keep watching, because the best part about the applicable lessons from her story is at the end. Under Savitri's leadership, the Jindal Group didn't just grow bigger. It grew smarter, stronger, and more sustainable than ever before. When she assumed leadership of the Jindal Group, many believed her role would be largely symbolic, a custodian of her late husband's legacy. But what unfolded in the years that followed proved just the opposite. She not only preserved Om's vision, but expanded it into new territories, transforming the Jindal Group into one of India's most diversified and forward-looking industrial powerhouses. Under her guidance, the conglomerate accelerated its expansion in steel, power, cement, and infrastructure, while also venturing into emerging sectors like renewable energy and sustainable manufacturing. She understood that India was evolving. Industries had to modernize, and businesses had to balance growth with responsibility. Her foresight pushed the Jindal Group to invest in cleaner technologies, greener production methods, and innovation-driven strategies that would ensure long-term success. One of her most impactful decisions was promoting strategic diversification across the group's major divisions. Each of her sons was entrusted with leading a distinct segment of the business, allowing them to operate independently while sharing the same core values. This unique approach created a federation-style model. 4 powerful companies, each thriving under the Jindal name, but focused on its own path to growth. This strategy wasn't just about delegation, it was about building resilience. By ensuring that each business unit could stand strong on its own, she protected the Jindal Empire from overdependence on a single sector. Whether it was JSW Steel's global expansion, Jindal Steel and Power's renewable energy initiatives, or Jindal SAW's infrastructure projects, every arm of the group embodied her philosophy of sustainable, long-term progress. Her leadership also brought a deeper focus on corporate responsibility. Inspired by her late husband's belief that business should serve society, she expanded the group's work in education, healthcare, women's empowerment, and rural development. Her vision wasn't limited to profits. It was about building a legacy that contributed to India's growth at every level. Innovation became another cornerstone of her era. The Jindal Group embraced automation, cleaner energy sources, and global best practices, making it a model for modern Indian industry. Yet, through all this progress, she ensured that the company never lost its heart, the family values, employee care, and ethical grounding that defined its roots. Savitri's story reminds us that true growth is not about rapid gains or market dominance. It's about building something that lasts. She teaches us that diversification isn't just on spreading risk, it's cultivating opportunity with purpose. That's the timeless takeaway from her journey. Diversify wisely and invest for the long term, not for quick wins. Because real empires aren't built overnight, they're built on vision, patience, and the courage to think beyond the present. Make sure to watch all the way through, as you won't believe the lessons we found that you can apply on your own search for wealth. Savitri's greatest financial strategy wasn't just about making money, it was about using wealth to create lasting impact. As the matriarch of one of India's most powerful business families, she has always seen wealth differently. For her, money has never been an end goal. It's been a means to build, empower, and uplift. Her financial strategy reflects a blend of traditional wisdom and forward-looking vision, proving that sustainable success is achieved not through short-term profits, but through purposeful reinvestment. One of the cornerstones of her approach has been reinvesting profits into tangible, growth-driven assets. Rather than focusing on luxury or fleeting returns, she ensured that the Jindal Group's earnings were channeled back into expanding its core sectors: steel plants, power generation units, cement production, and infrastructure projects. Every investment was designed to strengthen the foundation of the business, create employment, and boost India's industrial capacity. Her philosophy was simple yet profound. Real wealth multiplies when it builds something real. Under her leadership, the group didn't just grow horizontally, it grew with purpose. From setting up advanced steel manufacturing facilities to investing in renewable energy and innovation-driven production, she ensured that every rupee reinvested contributed to both economic and societal progress. But her financial vision went beyond business. She has always believed that business expansion and philanthropy must go hand in hand. She carried forward the Jindal family's long-standing commitment to giving back, channeling a portion of profits into education, healthcare, and community development. Schools, vocational training centers, and women's empowerment programs flourished under her guidance, reflecting her conviction that a company's true worth lies in how it uplifts the lives of others. Through the Jindal Foundation, she expanded initiatives that focused on rural development, sustainable living, and equal opportunities. This seamless balance between enterprise and empathy became a defining feature of her financial strategy. It wasn't charity, it was long-term investment in people and progress. At the same time, Savitri never lost sight of the importance of modernization. She understood that to preserve the Jindal legacy, The company had to evolve with changing times. Under her watch, the group embraced digital transformation, global partnerships, and eco-friendly operations. Yet, even as the business modernized, it remained deeply rooted in the family's founding values of integrity, fairness, and nation building. What makes Savitri's approach remarkable is its quiet strength. She didn't chase headlines or short-term market gains. She focused on value creation that would endure for generations. Her leadership shows that financial strategy isn't just about numbers, it's about nurturing growth with conscience. That leads to the ultimate takeaway from her journey. True wealth is built when your business success uplifts others. Her life reminds us that prosperity without purpose is hollow, but when profit fuels progress, it creates a legacy that no amount of money can buy. Don't go anywhere. We've got something great coming up that is sure to surprise you. In a world that doubted her, Savitri proved that true power doesn't come from titles or wealth. It comes from mindset. When she stepped into the business world, she entered a space dominated almost entirely by men. Boardrooms filled with seasoned industrialists, policymakers, and power players. Many saw her as just the widow of a great entrepreneur, not a leader in her own right. But instead of letting those perceptions define her, she quietly went to work redefining what leadership looked like for women in India's corporate world. She faced gender bias head-on, but never with confrontation. Her strength was subtle yet steady. She earned respect through actions, not words. While others led with loud authority, she led with calm conviction. She showed that in an industry built on steel and power, the most unshakable force was inner strength. Behind her calm demeanor was a life of discipline and purpose. She maintained a structured daily routine, balancing business decisions with family responsibilities and community work. Her humility remained unchanged, even as her wealth and influence grew. She never let success distance her from her values. The same simplicity she carried from her early days in Tinsukia continued to define her leadership style. What truly set her apart was her long-term perspective. She never chased short-term recognition or quick wins. Every move she made, whether expanding a plant, launching a new initiative, or supporting a social project, was grounded in vision and patience. She understood that real success isn't about speed, it's about staying power. Her approach to leadership was equally unique. Rather than centralizing control, she empowered her sons to lead different segments of the Jindal Group. She trusted their capabilities and encouraged them to collaborate, not compete. This team-oriented leadership style ensured stability, unity, and sustained growth across the family's vast business empire. Beyond strategy, what truly defined Savitri was integrity. In every deal, every decision, she prioritized honesty, fairness, and responsibility. She built a legacy on the belief that business success must be earned, not inherited. Her journey reminds us that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the determination to keep moving forward despite it. That's the greatest lesson her story offers. Success is not inherited. It's earned through courage, consistency, and integrity. Her mindset is proof that you don't need to be the loudest voice in the room to lead. You just need to be the one who never stops believing, never stops working, and never compromises on values. We've come to the finale. One thing for sure, it's going to blow your mind. Savitri's extraordinary journey isn't just a story of wealth. It's a roadmap for living a life of impact, purpose, and enduring success. The first lesson from her story is starting with values, not just goals. While many chase numbers, titles, or recognition, she built her life and business around principles like integrity, hard work, and compassion. Her success wasn't accidental, it was intentional, grounded in a moral compass that guided every decision. For anyone aspiring to create something meaningful, This reminds us that strong values form the foundation on which lasting achievements are built. The second is to think legacy. She didn't just aim to expand a business, she aimed to create an empire that would outlive her, one that would empower her family, employees, and society. Every steel plant, power project, and philanthropic initiative was part of a larger vision, a legacy of resilience, growth, and positive impact. When you think long-term and focus on enduring outcomes rather than immediate gains, your work gains depth and significance. Another key takeaway is empowering others to grow. She didn't try to do everything herself. She trusted her sons to run different parts of the Jindal Group, encouraged collaboration, and fostered leadership at every level. By giving people the tools, trust, and freedom to succeed, she multiplied her impact. Success, she shows us, grows when shared. Your influence expands exponentially when you lift others along the way. Her journey also teaches us the importance of balancing wealth with impact. Her business decisions were always paired with philanthropy, education, and community development. True prosperity, she demonstrates, is measured not just by financial accumulation, but by the positive change you create. The richest life is one that gives back. Finally, stay grounded. Despite leading a multi-billion-dollar empire, she remained humble, disciplined, and connected to her roots. Humility allowed her to listen, learn, and lead effectively, and it became the invisible force behind her lasting power. In essence, Savitri Jindal's story is a master plan for anyone striving for meaningful success. Build with values, create a legacy, empower others, give back, and stay humble. And your achievements won't just endure, they'll inspire generations. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, investor, or dreamer, Savitri's story shows you how to build wealth with purpose and integrity. And if you're ready to begin your own path to financial freedom, check out the helpful resources and links in the description below. They're packed with tips to get you started today.